What should I expect with the delivery of my oven? How does it arrive? Let's talk about these things. The oven, when it is shipped, comes pre-assembled in a box. The chimney and chimney cap come inside the unit, and it's a male-female fitting. But these boxes are put on a pallet, a large plastic bag is placed over the top, stapled all the way around, and we use a blowtorch to heat shrink that plastic over the oven itself. When it arrives, the pallet might have two boxes on it. If you bought it as a full-size unit, you'd have the oven and the cart that is disassembled in a separate box. If you bought it as a countertop unit, it would only be one box on the pallet. If you're purchasing the oven directly from Fontana Forni USA, directly from us at Fontana, it will ship for free directly to you. What does that look like? Well, the pallet is shipped LTL or less than truckload, and it comes to your residence with a residential liftgate. Now, if you have a standard driveway, it's delivered right onto your driveway. It is curbside delivery. The truck driver will not come and set it up. They won't bring it to your backyard. So be prepared that as it arrives, it will be delivered to your driveway. If, however, you have a difficult or remote delivery, please let us know so we can prepare accordingly and send it with the right kind of truck. As it arrives, your responsibility as the consumer is to look over the entire pallet. Make sure that the box hasn't been perforated, it doesn't look crushed, it's not delivered on its side for whatever reason. And if it is, immediately make a note on the bill of lading that comes with the truck driver. Your oven comes fully insured, so anything that happens to it is covered by insurance. However, we only have a finite amount of time to be able to file a claim. So we ask that you please look over the entirety of the oven, ideally open up the box to check the contents, and let us know within 72 hours. How can I prepare for my oven to arrive? Well, it depends on where you're installing it. Do you have to go through the house? Is it going through a gate next to the house to the backyard? Is it a balcony install? All of these are potential variables that you need to prepare for. One main thing that you want to prepare for is having some assistance. These ovens are not light. These are tanks that we're sending to you. So they vary in weight from about 250 pounds to 400 pounds, depending on the unit. You can remove some of the weight by taking out the stones, taking out the corten steel shield, and decreasing that weight by approximately 50 to 75 pounds, depending on the unit. But they're still big and bulky. So you always want to be safe in handling these. If you needed to go through a doorway, all of our ovens can be placed on their back. You literally can face the mouth of the unit straight up in the air and place the oven itself on a furniture dolly. At that point, you can even roll it through your house to the backyard. Another methodology is literally lifting it up. We recommend 4 people, one on every corner, to be able to lift the ovens and carry them into place. At that point, you can place it on a countertop or on the pre-assembled cart.
We already have the box cut open, but you need to make sure when you cut it that you cut from the inside out. If you cut from the outside in, you potentially could scratch the powder coat. Once the box is opened up, you want to go through the front of the oven and begin taking the stones out. We want to lighten the load before we lift the oven. The first stone is easier if you pry it out with a flathead screwdriver. Once you have that first stone out, you can remove all the other stones. Once the stones are out, there's a corten steel shield on the left-hand side of the oven. We're going to take that out as well because it has a lot of weight. And we want to make sure that we don't hurt our backs when we lift the oven and place it onto the cart. Now we're going to set the oven on at a diagonal so we don't squish our fingers. Once it's on, you can rotate the oven to square it up. And once it's squared up, we're going to secure it to the cart with the larger screws that we have in our bag that we saved.
It's important to note that anytime you're doing any of this movement, we recommend removing everything. That means the stones, the corten steel shield. We have a vermiculite spacer that goes underneath our proprietary heat shield. All of that needs to be removed. There's also the insulating board. You want to remove that. Keep in mind that you want to take note of the layout so that as you set it back up, you follow the steps backward to reassemble everything as it was removed. You can set up your oven directly on your driveway if you want to. The handles slide out, back legs have wheels. You move the oven around just like you would a wheelbarrow. Just keep in mind that the wheels are recessed in the back legs. If for whatever reason you find damage upon delivery or upon inspection, everything is fully insured as we ship it to you. So please just let us know as soon as possible. Any component on your oven, especially on the exterior of your oven, can be replaced very simply and does not affect the structural integrity of your unit at all. If you've purchased accessories with your oven, some smaller components may come on the same pallet as the oven. However, your accessory kit, being that it is a long, skinny cardboard box, ends up shipping via UPS. So it's possible that for your completed order, you may be receiving multiple shipments, some with a truck, others directly with UPS.